What is up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at one of my favorite artists, Zdzisław Beksinski. So, try that. He was born around World War II times in Poland, and he's seen a lot of messed up stuff, obviously. He's renowned for his paintings that he would draw. He said in his nightmares, this stuff like this would come to him and he would paint it. So I just kind of wanted to look at a few today and just kind of go over them and stuff. I'm not like an art critic or anything. I know nothing about art. I don't like make good art or anything, but I think it's just kind of fun to look at and stuff and go through some of these. Okay, so this one's pretty cool. So you'll notice like a lot of religious like imagery and stuff like that, and like war imagery in his stuff. Um, for example, you can kind of see the cross right here, and it looks like this guy has like a black hole for a head. See space and stuff like that. He never really says like what it means and stuff like that. Like you probably see here God of Death Moon. I don't think he never titled like his picture or his paintings almost ever, because he said that that's not really what it's about. Because people always ask him, like, what are these about? What are these about? And he would never. He just said, I don't know. Which he's kind of a weird guy, but he makes beautiful art nonetheless. But this one, I don't know, I find particularly cool because it's almost Lovecraftian. You have this giant being in the sky. It's like a god or something, and then you have this weird face. It almost looks like a coin to me, or maybe like a moon, and hovering over this dead forest. And I mean, I can't really tell you what it means, but I really like it. You also see a lot of stuff like this. It reminds me a lot of, I believe it's H.R. Geiger that makes the Alien, the design of Alien in those movies. He has a lot of this like biomechanical type stuff going on. It looks like, this kind of looks like the same thing, except it's like these cathedrals, which I think is really cool. I don't know if he was I don't think he was religious at all, but he uses a lot of religious imagery, and I think that might be because of like his experiences from World War II, living in Poland, because that's got to be a tragic thing, man, living then. But I really like this stuff. Like, you kind of see like that, like where that clock's supposed to be, or something like that. It's just decayed. It's almost like it's like an apocalyptic wasteland. And he has tons of stuff like that. Like, it's really cool. Like he has like these crazy building type like structures, like stuff like this. Like I really like this type of stuff. It looks like a portal or something. And I never noticed this till now. It looks like a burning like Colosseum back there, which I find very interesting. Because this is like what you first see, this weird like almost looks like a type of like open building. And then inside, almost in a way, there's like a whole new like universe type thing. At least that's the way I can kind of see it. I see this as a bit of like a structure, and then inside here it's all this crazy stuff. But then at the same time, it looks like it's also contained inside of a building or like a wall, because you can see this door here, and I find that really interesting because you can't really tell what is going on. Like, is this a room? Is this outside? There's trees. Like, what is this? Like, this wall almost fades up just into smoke. There's this weird crescent moon, which I've also noticed is in a lot of his paintings. Stuff like that, you can even see it kind of here. But he has a lot of these weird, like, cosmic ideas. That's what I think anyway. I mean, who knows what the guy was thinking when he made it. And he died, actually. He was murdered. I think it was by a kid. He asked for money or something, and he wouldn't give it to him, because he used to give him money or something like that. And the guy stabbed him, and it was tragic too, because I believe his son died as well. Very tragic. So this guy had a really dark life. But you see like these bizarre crucifixion type things. It almost looks like a cross, but without like the head part. I've actually never seen this one, but look how ominous that looks, that door there. It's like a ancient ruin or something like that, but I think it's really cool. And then you just have so many of these giant like monolith type things in the sky, and it looks like there's like a person down here, and like who knows what's going on, but the fire coming off it, and like the swooping area, it's super cool. Like I dig this stuff, man. It's pretty sweet. Let's find some more war related ones, because I think those are some of his more interesting ones. Yeah, so here we have, this looks like a World War II, World War I type helmet thing with this decayed face. And I've heard a lot of people like relate it to like what he kind of saw in the war, you know, like this, like how war just completely dehumanizes people. And I mean, that might have been what he was going for. I don't want to say like that's what he was going for, because sometimes there is no meaning behind paintings, you know. Sometimes you just gotta take it for what it is. But I think it's really cool. This one also in particular is pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff to digest here. I'm not too sure what that says. If I find out, I'll put it in the video. You can see all these, there's just these weird things. Like there's this guy here, or like what was a guy, it almost looks like a starved like being with a weird like cross on his stomach area. And there's this like creature in this very vibrant blue, and he has a lot of those, like that type of colors in his paintings, like for example, like something like this. But and then like the helmet picture we saw before. But it's very interesting in here, like this structure of like a face. There's like this weird blue, and I've heard, and I don't know for sure if it's true. In World War II, in those concentration camps, the gas that they would use to kill the people would they would be like this blue like coating like on the walls, like after the gas was like dissipated into the room. Like it's not confirmed. He didn't say anything about that. That's just a rumor that I've heard is why he uses this blue, which is very disturbing. I mean, because I'm not too sure if he was Jewish, like, or if his family was, but he certainly, you know, like, was aware of what was going on, especially in Poland back then. It's very tragic, and if that is what it's about, then I think that's it's very cool, because it can just show, like, the pain that these people saw. This is one of my favorites right here. This is something I'd, like, want to hang up on my wall. This dead horse with, like, a creature cradling its child or something like that. But I don't know, it's super cool. It's like one of his more, I don't know, it's more like pronounced, these ones. Like it looks like it could be on like a movie cover or a video game cover or something. But I love the trees like in the background. It reminds me a lot of like if you've ever read Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I absolutely love those books, and like that stringy type style, you know, like the ink is dripping and stuff like that. It's very like thin lines. I really like that type of stuff. I think it's very cool. It just seems like a cool place. I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but like I want to go there. I think it just seems awesome. And then here's another one similar to that portal thing that I was talking about with like the blue and like the cosmos and stuff. Like here, like, you know, there's just this weird structure. It looks like these mushrooms growing off it, these cool vibrant reds. And then what's interesting is if you see the window inside, it looks like there's space, like the galaxies in there. When obviously, you know, it's just a room. But inside this window, there's this weird like illusion here of like space and time and stuff like that. And I think it's really cool. But that one I like a lot too. This picture I've heard is cursed. So I don't even, like it even says right there in Culture, like I'm sure it's a Culture magazine or something. I don't know, and I don't care. Apparently this particular one is cursed, which I guess anyone who like looks at it like can be in danger or something like that. Which it's funny because out of all the paintings that he's made, I don't know why this one would be considered cursed. Because I mean, it's certainly horrifying, you know, this amalgamation of, you know, decaying, starving bodies and these weird faces in this room. And look at this like cool mask down here. I think that's pretty tight. I don't know why this one in particular would be considered cursed when he has things way more horrifying in my opinion. We could just go through like almost any of these, like that looks pretty cursed to me. The creepiest one that I think I've seen is, we just passed it, is this one. This burning city, like this like decayed creature. It almost looks like it was once human. I don't know. I like to, like, it's kind of fun to make up stories behind these paintings, because I think that's what he wanted to, you know, to make, you know, your own interpretation of it, because, you know, it's more fun that way. But this also could relate to what he saw, you know, the burning of buildings in World War II and all that horrible like that horrible stuff that happened. But this creature in particular is just cool. Like there's like this super black like body with this almost like saran wrap looking like face, or like maybe it's like a mummy with like this weird red on the front, terrifying limbs. But he also didn't just do like paintings like these like surrealist, like let's say surreal, but it's like abstract, but like it's also like highly detailed. He also did stuff like this, but not very often from what I know. I know that he did a lot of photography too. Later in his life he did CGI type things like this, which they're cool, but I don't think they're nearly as interesting to look at as his paintings. But I know that he experimented with this type of stuff for a while, and then I think he kind of got bored of it. Like you have stuff like this, like very cool, but honestly I feel like he brings out more detail and more like vibrant colors in his paintings. Like this one's awesome. These like crazy butterfly wings on this face, and that's just all it is. I like to imagine like what if you just woke up right in the middle of the night, you looked out your window, and this is what you saw just floating in the sky. I would be pissed. I'd be absolutely terrified. Someone like enhanced that or did their own thing to it. They kind of just took out the detail really. I'm not a fan of that. Okay, so this one is very interesting. This is like one of his more disturbing ones. Supposedly this looks a lot like either his wife or his daughter, I believe. But that's not like confirmed or anything. I don't know, there's just something creepy about this one. There's just this chair, dead trees, and these weird structures everywhere. But in this one it's fairly normal. It's bleak, but it's not apocalyptic really. But obviously the focal point here is this really cool chair. Looks like there's a face right there too, which is just amazing. You can always notice something different in his paintings. Always notice something new. This like arching way, at first I thought it was like a mirror because it's like different colors from like the outside, and that might be what it is. And it also, yeah, it would have to be because look at it is a mirror, so it's reflecting in front of this being. But I don't know, I think it's really cool and it's really creepy. I don't know if it's supposed to be his wife or his daughter. No one does, but if it is, that is very disturbing. This one's pretty cool. It's just like a bunch of dead things just chilling in these almost open coffins vertically. Yeah, just terrifying all around. Here's more of his war type artwork. This type of stuff, just like I can't imagine it not being like inspiration for like from his experiences in Poland when it was being invaded. I just find it very interesting, like the type of stuff that you can interpret. That's because really, like, these paintings are very horrific, but what's more horrific is what really happened. But these paintings almost bring out like its true form of like the horrors that happened in World War II. But I think it's really cool, and you have stuff like this. Like it's horrific, man. It's cool. There's more of his CGI stuff. It just looks more like a meme than anything really. But yeah. So thank you for watching. This is kind of a short video. My throat kind of hurts, so I haven't been really making very many videos. I'm going to be doing Resident Evil 4 Part 2. I'm going to be streaming that maybe today. I'll have to see. But, yeah, I just really like this artist, and I wanted to put out something kind of creepy. Kind of for fun, a short little video, because I haven't posted in a while. And yeah, if you haven't seen this guy, definitely check him out. He has some amazing artwork. And yeah, that'll be it. So, thank you.